Salute, salute, salute. This is HadukenSharon's, and we are back with another show. Salute. Oh wait, why do I have this? My bad. Probably heard an echo for like 1 second. Hope everyone is having a great Friday. A lot of stuff is going on right now in the NBA world. Trade stuff is popping off, starting to come off right now. The Knicks just went against the Memphis Grizzlies. We'll talk about that in a little. I hope everyone is having a blessed day. I hope everyone is doing good. Let me shout out some people in the chat. Pudge Nice salute. He said Randle has officially requested a trade. Wow. Now he didn't request a trade. From what they said, they didn't really say that yet. Karen Fong, what's good? Hope you're doing good. Wilson, thanks. Salute. He said Randle is staying until I hear from Shans or Woj. Yeah, I know what you mean. Harden going to Philly too. Salute Pudge Nice. Salute to Canal. What's good, bro? Geraldine, salute as well. Hope you guys are all doing well. Knicks should have had a trade prepared. I thought the same thing. White Falcon, what's good? White Falcon PG-13 is injured. Most likely he might miss the whole season. It really depends. But hope everyone is doing good. Appreciate you guys for being here with me. Why is my camera? Oh, never mind. If you haven't already, make sure to smash that like button. I know you guys are just entering in. Smash that like button, subscribe, turn that notification bell on. As well as people that are watching in the replay, make sure to drop a comment so I could just see who's watching, reply to you if you have any questions. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna just show this on the thing real quick. See this, give me a second. Alright, salute to T-Jack. What's good, T-Jack? I'm gonna show this real quick because this is what's going on right now. If you didn't know already, right over there says it. This news just came out. Says the Philadelphia 76ers are expected to pursue Brooklyn's James Harden ahead of the NBA trade deadline that's about to come up on the 10th. This literally just came out 12 minutes ago. This is the randomest thing. The trade deadline just went from 0 to 100 real quick. I don't know, I didn't expect something like this to happen now. I mean, it makes sense if the Brooklyn Nets try to trade Harden right now for Simmons, especially because they don't have to wait till after the season because they might not know what's going on right now in this current situation. But that is one thing that happened. Brooklyn open to trade Harden. Yeah, they are. They just started discussing it right over here, as you can see. I don't know. Let me know how you guys feel about that. I think that's definitely interesting. I'll talk about the trade stuff in a little once more stuff comes out. But as usual, I'm going to talk about the game against the Grizzlies real quick. Go against the stats, then we'll officially talk about it. Let me drop this real quick. Chat. Right, trade Doc Rivers 2. Salute to Stephen Fox. What's good, Stephen Fox? Make sure to check out Foxy and Sports Vibes TV, especially on Sundays when Foxy is over there hosting with him. So make sure to check that out. There's a good amount to talk about today, and stuff is still releasing right now. But Frank Mato, salute. Brooklyn is not a cool place to ball. Harden just realizing this. I think that's also because Kyrie isn't committed right now, and KD they kind of screwing KD over, but it also is KD's fault for signing there. But both of them are kind of screwing him over with their play and their availability as of late, especially. Trade Doc Rivers too. He will blow a lead in the playoffs. Yeah, I don't trust Doc Rivers either. I really don't. But let me get into the score real quick. The New York Knicks played the Memphis Grizzlies on Wednesday, right? Yeah, on Wednesday. It was on ESPN. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was on ESPN. We lost by 12 points. Jaren Jackson Jr., 8 of 14, 4 of 7 from 3, 6 of 7 from the stripe. He had a great game. 26 and 10, along with 1 steal, 1 assist, and 2 blocks. He's been doing really well. Especially on the defensive end as of late. He's been getting a lot of blocks. He's been racking them up a lot. He's been playing great defense compared to what he has been known for. He's stepping up on both ends of the floor. He's been doing really well on scoring wise. Defensively, he's just continuing to become a better player. So, they definitely got a good one with that. I think it was 110. They re-signed him for a 110 extension, and they had the part of the contract was if he gets injured, they could take like some money away that they don't have to pay them. But yeah, Jaren Jackson did great. Zaire Williams, who is that guy that we always talk about, the random guy that's gonna go off against the Knicks. It was him this game. The rookie, the number 10 pick, Zaire Williams, who the Knicks were kind of interested in if he did drop. 3 of 5 from the 3, 9 of 11 from the field. He had 21 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. One steal as well. He had no turnovers. Steven Adams, he doesn't score like that, but he always gets his boards. He got 8 offensive rebounds, 5 defensive, 13 overall, along with 4 assists. Desmond Bane, who I wanted to draft, was 4 of 18, 4 of 11. He had a bad game, but he made clutch shots towards the end of the game to close us out. And it's kind of funny because it was 2-22. It was 2-2-22. And this dude shot 22.2% from the field, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 2 turnovers, 2 fouls. Kind of weird. But he had 13 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 2 turnovers. Ja Morant did not have a good offensive game whatsoever. 9 of 27, 0 of 6 from 3, 5 of 8 from the stripe. 23 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 steals, and did only have 2 turnovers. DeAnthony Melton, he started off 3 of 3 from 3. Fournier and Burks were doing a terrible job guarding him, and Kemba too. 5 of 8 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3, 14 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal, along with 2 turnovers. Kyle Anderson didn't really do much, but he did have 5 assists along with 4 points. Concher had 1 3, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Brandon Clark, 10 points and 7 rebounds in 17 minutes. Tyus Jones with actually no, it's not Tyus Jones, but 4 and 2, along with 1 steal. That is it for the Grizzlies. Let me see what people are saying in the chat. Oh wait, actually, I forgot to do this. Give me a second. Alright, my bad. I had to do something real quick. Yeah, let's see. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to do something for a second. But continue on. See what people are saying. Said when Harden first played the Knicks in Brooklyn, he was shocked that there were more Knicks fans in the building. LOL. That's funny. Adams killed us on the offensive boards. Yeah, he killed us really bad on the offensive boards. Get rid of Kemba. I agree. Williams was averaging like 6 points, saw Kemba and went off. Yeah. Adams' offensive boards lead to threes. Yeah, he had a lot of. When I say a lot, he had a lot of important rebounds. He gets a lot of rebounds. I think he's the league leader as well. Just a lot of stuff. Not surprised. Bro, what? Mark Berman just said that Thibodeau said Kemba will still get started. Yeah, no, he's getting traded. There's no way this dude is gonna be on this team. Yeah, I don't understand that. My bad. I got sidetracked because there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Yeah.
Salute, bro.
What's good, G Money?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Great.
I'm gonna go over these stats real quick, and then I'll get to the discussion. So just give me a second.
All right.
Salute to Karen. I see you, Karen. What's good? Wait, Foxy, it's your birthday? She said happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Fox.
Yeah, Foxy, if it's your birthday, happy birthday. Oh wait, no, I'm blind. I'm sorry. It says happy Friday. I don't know why I read that.
Oh, happy birthday. Friday. Whoops.
Yeah, I looked at date for some reason. I thought birthday, but that's my bad. But yeah. Let me continue on. So for the New York Knicks, RJ Barrett went 7 for 17, 1 of 4 from 3, 8 of 11 from the stripe, which is good for him. 23 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, and 3 turnovers.
Is this my fault? Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. Just mute yourself for now until I do this and you're fine. Julius Randle 7-18, 1 of 6 from 3, 18 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists. He almost had a triple double. He only had 2 turnovers though. Mitchell Robinson, he actually also got ejected. Mitchell Robinson 14-11, 7-8 from the field. Mitch has been playing great recently. Amazing. 14 rebounds, 14 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 blocks. Yes, 8 blocks. And there was a block that he got when John Morant tried to dunk on him that they called him a foul on, but he said, "Nah, you're not getting that done here." He did had a great game. Evan Fournier has been doing better recently, and as you can see, 11-18 from the field, 8-12 from 3, 30 points. He was the leading scorer for the game and for the team. 30 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, along with 1 steal, and he did have 3 turnovers. Kemba Walker, back-to-back games with 0 points. He had 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Alec Burks didn't give us anything again. Nerlens Noel, nothing but defense. Quentin Grimes had an okay game, nothing crazy. 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals, and 1 turnover. Quickly, 3 of 11, 2 of 7 from 3. He started off the game 0 for 5. Then he made that crazy and 1 3. And then another 3 after that. But the thing that made me mad is that this dude, next 2 possessions, gets a turnover. And then the next one after that puts up a bad 3. But he had 11 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 turnovers. Obi Toppin 1 for 4. He didn't really do much, but he did get 6 boards along with 1 assist. That is for the New York Knicks. The highest lead for this game was by the Grizzlies at 19, but we did cut this lead down later in the game. We had it within 6 with like 2 minutes left, but they kept getting a lot of 50-50 chances. They got a lot of offensive rebounds. We kept getting our defense broken down, and it just caused us to lose. But we really tried to come back at the end. It just didn't work out. Can't always work out. As you can see, we got out rebounded by 3, which isn't anything crazy, but those offensive rebounds is just the main important thing. They had 30 assists, we had 23. I'm just happy we keep getting over 20 assists because towards the beginning of the season it was below 20 almost every single game, and it was tough to see. The Grizzlies forced a lot of steals. They had more steals than us, but we did have more blocks than them, especially because Mitch had 8 out of the 10. 15 turnovers compared to 9, not the best. We've been on top of the turnovers recently. Not good to see at all. Basically the same field goal percentage. They shot 7.8%, 7.7% better from the 3, but we did shoot a little better from the free throw line. Scored basically the same in the paint. But as you can see, like I said before, the second chance points killed us. They scored 10 more points with the second chance points. It was mainly also in the second half. In that fourth quarter towards the end when they were getting those timely shots. So that was basically it for this. We get to G Money. What's good, G Money? How you doing?
Great. Everything's going fine. This game, we were the problem of what I thought the starters played all right except Kemba. Mitch did a good job, protected the rim. Trey did a good job getting some rebounds. Even though Randle in the first half, I thought he was trying to do his best getting guys involved. Even though he was turning over the ball at times here and there and jacking up too many threes, I thought in the first half, he was trying to get guys involved. In the first half, RJ struggled, but in the second half, he was starting to attack the basket, put his head down. Evan Fournier was on fire, especially from the perimeter, space, fighting through curls and screens and using the floater game. He even banked in a 3 at the second half to pull within 9. But Kemba Walker, I like Kemba Walker, but Kemba looks done. Can we agree on that? Kemba's done at this point.
Yes.
He's done. All right. He doesn't fit on the roster. I don't think Fournier is gonna last long. Our bench, other than that 11-1 run that they put within 5 in the fourth, I thought our bench wasn't really productive. Usually our bench is our energizing bunnies that gives us the energy that we need. But I felt that other than the 11-1 run to put within 5, I thought our bench struggled. I mean, our bench got outscored 35-23, and they shot 6 for 23. Like, that's not going to win you live games. The starters played all right. Yeah, there were certain mistakes they could have done better, but I thought the starters played all right, except Kemba. but the bench struggled, and also those 50-50 balls and the offensive tip-ins. But another thing that killed the momentum, remember that one play when the Knicks were down by 5? Noel and Obi were fine for the
Yeah,
rebound.
and
And
they put in
that,
the
yeah,
layup. That
that kind of ended the game. That ended the
that was
game
so
right there.
stupid. It did end the game because that's when they went on a little run of their own again.
Mhm.
After we went on a
They went on a
great
9-0
run.
run after that to put back up 14. You gotta if you rebound the ball, who knows? And I mean, the bench, the stars played fine, but it's like we didn't do a good job of swarming through the perimeter. We allowed Zaire Williams and to get open threes. Even Brandon Clark got vicious slams. Ja Morant in the first half got into transition. Jaren Jackson was stupendous all game, killing us with pick and pop
Mm-hmm.
threes. And even D'Anthony Melton in the
Especially
first
in the
half,
end with Jaren
and
Jackson. Jaren Jackson.
right, Jaren Jackson was awesome. And in the first half, first quarter, D'Anthony Melton looked like the second coming of Ray Allen in the first quarter. Um, I mean, I'm happy that the team battled after being down by 19. But if you want to make the playoffs, you got to beat teams that are better than us. You know what I mean? You got to beat the high level teams at some point. Because now we're 8-21 against teams of 500 or better. Again, the starters played fine. I mean, RJ started slow, but he was aggressive in the second half, really more in the third. Fournier was great the whole game. Randle in the first half, I thought he was doing some other things. Second half, he was a little bit quiet, and also him talking to the Grizzlies bench was kind of unnecessary. That was kind of unnecessary.
I
And
don't
him
know.
being a
I don't
yeah.
know if you saw the video, but I saw the video of what happened, and basically before Randall did that, I Desmond Bain basically like tried taking the ball away from IQ after the timeout. He like pushed him, and they
Ah,
had to hold him back. And then after when Randall was going that way, Desmond Bain pushed Randall. So
right,
it
right.
wasn't Randall. So I'm not gonna say anything about for Randall for that
Oh, okay,
because
okay.
that was just him not being like he was being a good teammate in that sense. I guess.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Right, right. Right. So yeah, yeah, and and also we just in the first half, really in the first half, we didn't do a good job preventing transition. What's so in the second half, we did a better job with that. It's just that the hole we digged ourselves into was kind of too much to overcome. And just like I said, the starters were aggressive, but I just wish the bench would have been more assertive. Alec Burks was trying to play hero ball. Same thing with Quigley. Other than that 7-point run, we had the 4-point play and the three. I felt Quigley was trying to do too much. Like the two turnovers were killers.
Mm-hmm.
And also Alec Burks was terrible in that game. Obi Toppin, he's a good player, but he was in that game. And
I
Noel,
wouldn't say a good player, but he's okay.
he's okay. Okay, Obi's an average player. He's an average player.
Yeah. If we
He's
be
average. And Noel's a decent player, but he needs to know how to grip the ball, man. He needs to know how to grip the ball. I mean, I'm happy that we battled back, but like I said, if we want to make the playoffs, we have to beat teams that are better than us. Because look at the schedule, right? In our 5-game road trip, we got the Lakers without LeBron, and Melo got hurt because he hurt his hamstring against the Clippers. By the way, you got the Jazz, Nuggets, Warriors, and the Blazers, and Portland and the Clippers made a crazy trip with the Blazers. By the way,
Yeah, let's talk
um,
about that in a little bit.
in a little bit.
Yeah.
So we got to beat these high level teams at some point, man, if we want to make the playoffs.
Okay. Let me. So, about this game in general. Let me just shout out some people coming into the chat right now. Salute to the ball don't lie. What's good? Hope it's good. I hope everything is good. Drip more as well. I see Paris Duggar in here as well. What's good? Eric Surreal was he's salute. Come home, Fox. Talk about that in a little as well. But I mean, for this game, in the most part, the first half, I think everyone in the starting lineup did good, but Kemba,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Mm-hmm.
the bench was trash in the first half. The only time the bench really did good was in that fourth quarter in the beginning. They didn't really
Pretty
do much
much.
besides that, and that was mainly just quickly. He was making those. He made those back to back threes. That was the thing that really like got it for me. Um,
Right.
Campbell was a non-factor. Played the whole third quarter. Basically, he was a non-factor. I don't know why we keep playing him. Defensive liability when he's not on here on offense. He gives us nothing at all, and it's really
Pretty
hard.
much.
It's hard to watch. For the most part, though, towards the end of the game, especially, you had chances. You came back. Quickly got you back in, and then they extended the lead back. But then you got it back in within 6. Um,
Yep.
Randall lazy on defense, letting Jaren Jackson get open 3. Um, Burks and Evan did a horrible job on Zaire Williamson because Zaire Williamson was open most of the time. It wasn't because he was doing anything crazy. He was just making his open shots that he was given the
Pretty
opportunity
much.
to get. That was good because Ja was finding him. All his teammates were finding him because it was, he was at the right spot every single time because they would slack off. Towards the end, you got the offensive rebounds that transitioned
Right.
into big threes every single time, no matter who it was. Desmond Bane was terrible the whole game, and then he made 2 clutch threes towards the end. And then you had one with Zaire Williams. Um, it's just things like that. And then there was one where Desmond Bane made one off a 50-50 board, and RG tried to run out, and he didn't have time to really get to the contest, and Desmond Bane made another 3. It was just tough in that aspect. Something I kind of wanted to talk about as well that was interesting to me is that RJ was guarding Ja from tip off. He was guarding him the whole
Right.
game, which is
Right.
interesting to me. I think in general, RJ defined with him. To be honest, Ja went 9 for 27, but I think he defined. He got
He
beat
did.
laterally though a good amount of times, but that's gonna happen when you put RJ on Ja. You know, it it
Mhm.
is that type of thing where it's like I'm gonna give Taylor Jenkins credit because every single time, not every single time, but a good amount of the portion of that time that he was guarding Ja when he was in the game, he would set a lot of picks to get RJ called with the screen because he knows that RJ isn't quick enough to really get back into Ja. And then
Mhm.
Mitch did a great job in the paint. He didn't allow Ja to get easy shots, so I credit them both with that. But my problem with that is that this team's construction is so bad that we have RJ Barrett guarding John Morant. Like,
Yikes.
are we serious? Like, I don't think RJ did bad at all, but you're putting a guy that we know is not like the quickest guy, but he's a good defender in my eyes. He's a good defender, but he's not the quickest, and we had to
Mhm.
put him on Ja, and because we
Mhm.
couldn't have Kemba on him because Kemba can't do anything, and that's just a detrimental to the team.
Your
That just
best
says
is
for how
grinds
bad
on
the
Ja.
team
Your
is.
best defenders grinds on Ja.
I mean, he had one steal and he looked okay, but I don't know that I don't think there was any certain person you could have put it on him. I mean,
True.
you could have had Grimes there as well, but I don't know. I don't think he was being as effective as they would have liked him to be to really
Right.
do that. To be honest, subliminal salute. Make sure to check out the Knicks after party on Blue and Tears on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11. Him and Cully are always there. Salute to Quiet Money as well. Karen Funk says she dropped a like. I appreciate it. If you haven't yet, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe and turn that notification bell on. I greatly appreciate it. I think I'm good with IQ. We can package him for something. I mean, they did say that IQ was getting a lot of calls for trades, but they're not really looking too much into trading
I
him.
don't think he's getting traded. I don't see it.
Clyde was right. Why was RJ picking up RJ? Why was RJ picking up Ja at midcourt? Foxy, I was listening to that too, and I agreed with him. And RJ was picking up at midcourt, but my problem with that was why was Thibs not telling him to do anything different?
Mhm.
That was my thing. I don't know if it was a RJ thing or if it was a Thibs thing. I don't know if Thibs was telling him to pick up RJ to pick up Ja like that because every single person that guarded Ja guarded him high up. It wasn't just RJ. That's why I was confused. I don't know why Tibbs didn't tell them to play behind the pick. Because I mean, Ja has been shooting better this season. I think he's shooting like 36, 37 from 3, but I don't know if you agree with me, Foxy. I think that's more Tibbs not telling him because I feel like every single person I saw on Ja did the same exact
Well,
thing.
Josh shot 34% from downtown. Actually, 34.
Wait, Paris Duggar, where did I say that things aren't Tibbs' fault? I said a lot of things are Tibbs' fault. Said
No.
you keep saying things aren't Tibbs' fault when it is. Tibbs won't match athleticism against opponents. I don't disagree with you. Um, I literally don't disagree with you. I've been saying the same exact thing. He's been stubborn. That's why it's in the
Mhm.
title as well. Thibs stubbornness. He's been very stubborn. And you're seeing it continuously throughout the games. There's just certain things they do that makes no sense at all. And it's been the
And
detriment of the
moronic.
team for some games.
Mhm.
How do you feel? Did you think Tibbs did anything bad last game? Like, what do you think was the problem mainly last game?
Leaving Kemba in the third quarter too long, really. Um, the only thing that was bad is really leaving Kemba in the third quarter too long, really. Like what I like Kemba Walker, but why is he in the third quarter so long? Like you see Kemba's getting cooked on defense. It's like and you see Kemba is not bringing anything on offense. Like why not bring in another player, to give you some offensive punch? And also, man, I just wish you get other players some more minutes. Like even play Jericho Sims here and there. You know what I mean? Like give Sims some minutes.
Okay. I do think there's certain things he can do. Like, I still don't understand like this love affair that Tibbs has with Alec Burks. You know,
Same here. Like right.
Ian Begley has reported it. We're gonna talk about it in a little as well. Some trade destinations they might be available for them, but they basically said that the front office wants to trade him, and they're looking to
Mhm.
trade him. But Tibbs doesn't want them to trade him just to trade him. Like if they're trading him, they want to trade him along with another vet in order to get something back. Um, I really just don't understand it. Like Alec Burks has not been good. He's probably been good 2 out of the last like 15, 16 games. He's really not been good at all.
Pretty
Um,
much.
and I really don't understand. I don't. I just don't understand. Um, I personally want to trade him. I'm fine with trading
Same
him.
here.
I'm not saying he's a
Mhm.
trash player. I just don't want him on the team. I feel like there's better options that you can put, and I don't think this team is really going to be winning too much. Um, I stand corrected, Duke, and maybe it was Guillermo and Uncle Freezy. It was probably Uncle Freezy because Uncle Freezy has been saying that, but I don't know. Um, yeah, it was probably someone else. What did they say? They said Cam should have played. Yeah, I still you see they said that the front like Ian Begley and a lot of others reported on ESPN that they're looking for a trade in order for um Cam to get minutes and they just haven't done that yet. But we have 6 days left. Trades are starting to come in. There's a lot more rumors coming up. We're about to talk about a rumor in a little bit. But that's
Right.
just one part of it. I think Tibbs has done. I don't think Tibbs is the main problem. I still think the front office should be blamed number one. Number two is Randall, and then I think it's Tibbs. That's the order it should be, and then it could be everyone else because
Yeah.
Leon is the one that constructs the team. Randall is the best player who regressed so bad, and then Tibbs has his stretches of bad stubbornness and rotations. Um, which affects us in a negative way.
Hmm.
Only thing Tibbs doing is playing certain players too long as the players that gotta play and want to win. G Money, what is your opinion on Tibbs? Like, how do you feel about Tibbs?
The problem with Tom Thibodeau, sometimes he trusts certain guys too much, and also, what was the thing with Thibodeau? He's kind of arrogant sometimes. Okay, it's like, dude, you got to know how to make the proper adjustments, admit when you're wrong sometimes, and put in players who deserve minutes. Like what was the point getting Cam Reddish if we're not going to play the guy? Like, what was the point getting him if we're going to play him in blowout minutes? That's kind of disrespectful. Like the last time he had like significant minutes was really the Clippers game. Like really, like give him some minutes though, so he can give you some sort of defense a little bit. And the problem with Tom Thibodeau, look, he's a good coach. Thibodeau is a good coach, but the problem with Tom Thibodeau is that he burns out guys too much. Like sometimes RJ could be tired at the end of games. Sometimes Randall and also he coddles Randall too much. When you see he has to know how to discipline Randall sometimes to certain players. And I don't know why you still start Kemba Walker and Fournier together. You need defense. Like start Grimes for certain games. Start certain players for certain, start Grimes here and there. Or McBride. And this is just me, man. I wish they could start. I wish if McBride wasn't in G League, I wish you could have started McBride at the one. Maybe you could have had Grimes at the 3 or something like that. You know what I mean, man? Like, I don't know. Something like that. Like this is not working. And also, man, he doesn't use Obi right. They don't use Obi right. Yes, Obi has a lot to do, need to work on, like post game, mid range game, etc. But they don't use Obi right. And Thibodeau doesn't have an offensive scheme. He's only a defensive guy. He needs an offensive scheme, man. And he burns out his guys too much. Again, Thibodeau is a good coach. Thibodeau is a good coach, but Thibs is stubborn, arrogant, and not willing to utilize his talent sometimes.
Okay. No, I mean I feel you, especially I mean he does keep in some players way too long. Than I would hope
Yeah.
so in general too. Like, I think he needs help with that. But the question is, like, you're talking about the Evan part. Do you think that's more on him playing him, or do you think that's more the front office forcing him to play? Because you did just
What?
pay that guy Fournier.
What? Fournier? A little bit of both. I think it's kind of a both thing. I think it's a little bit of both. Like, what? That are you saying that Thibodeau being forced into playing Evan?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Um,
saying. Because don't you think the way I've heard him talk about Grimes, I would think that he would play him over Fournier.
a little bit of both, but I think it's also I think it's a little bit of both. I say in between. I say in between. I say in between. But personally, for me, I just wish Thibodeau could give Grimes in the starting lineup because he can hit the 3 in defense. So I say it's a little bit of both with Fournier.
Okay. Yeah, because to me, I don't know. I just feel like it's personally like more of Tibbs having that call from the front office that he should be playing him, and that's what he's doing right now. Because I mean, in general, he has been getting a lot more minutes. Not home yet, Hadouken. Oh, that's fine. Don't worry. Let me know when you're home. I'll send you. I'll send you the link. But yeah, no. In
Mhm.
general, I do think it's more of the front office because I feel like if it was Tibbs' choice, I think he would be playing him. Um,
Really.
said Fournier is a great first quarter performer though. Yeah, he is. I
Yes.
don't disagree with that. Said shout out to Guillermo, by the way. Make sure to check out Legion of Knicks. He said leave
Again.
them likes and subscribe. Yeah, if you haven't already, make sure to do so. Salute to Frederick. Imagine he don't play Cam even after these trades. If he doesn't, I don't even know what to say about him, bro. That would just be insane. That would actually be insane. Um, the Pelicans will have Zion and Randall not happening. LOL. What so in this game, what would you have done differently in this game?
Okay. Maybe. All right. Maybe I would have limited Kemba's minutes more. I would have limited his minutes, Kemba's minutes. I would have put in Grimes more minutes, in my opinion. I would have tried at Grimes on Ja because again, RJ did a good job. Don't get me wrong, but RJ did a good job. But I don't want RJ to get tired because if you had to guard Ja Morant because Ja is a quick player and then try to score, you get tired a little bit. So I would have put Grimes on Ja Morant. Also, another thing I would have done, maybe I would have maybe considered um maybe playing Obi a little bit more to see what he could have done because Obi could have brought more energy and he occasionally can give you a 3 here and there. I would have played Obi a little bit more to give you more energy to give Randall more rest. So I would have played Obi more, played Grimes a little bit more. I would have started Grimes personally. I would have played Obi a little bit more and maybe instead of having Taj, I would have probably put Jericho Sims in there for rebounding and rim protection. So that's what I would have done.
Oh my bad, I was muted. I said I don't even
No,
remember if Taj was playing in this game. I need to check.
no, he was playing. He
Oh, he.
played a little bit. That's it.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
he hit 2 free
he
throws.
played.
That's it.
He played 2 minutes, so I can't really say much about that. To be
Oh, it's
honest,
only 2 minutes. Okay, never
yeah,
mind.
it was only two. Cause I swear I
Oh,
didn't
well.
even remember him playing. To be honest, Stephen Fox said Thibs said he's sticking with the same starting lineup. Yeah, I saw.
Oh
Nicholas,
boy.
salute to you too, my guy. Yeah, I don't understand it. I think, to be honest, Foxy, I think at this point right now, since the trade deadline is about to happen, we have a game tomorrow. I think he needs to keep the same starting lineup for now, and then I think by the trade deadline, Kemba is gonna be gone. We're gonna put some trades in because there's no way we should leave this trade deadline without at least 2 trades, my opinion. Salute to Hugh Samuel was good. He salute to you too. Shout out to everyone in the chat. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, continue to write your comments in the chat. Any rotational changes you guys would do personally. Talk about that if you can. So is there any bright spots from this game for you?
For me, really, Mitchell Robinson's rim protection, 8 blocks. He was a beast protecting the rim. His rebounding. I thought RJ Barrett's third quarter in which he was attacking the rack. That was a bright spot there.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Evan Fournier was awesome offensively, fighting through screens, fighting through curls, hitting the banked in three, the floaters. He played great offensively. Even though Randle was not amazing, I thought Randle did other things like crashing the glass,
Yeah,
getting
he
guys
was solid.
involved.
He was fine
He was
yesterday.
solid in there. He
Yeah,
was solid.
he was solid. I don't think he did bad
So,
yesterday. For the most
yes,
part, I think he was good. Except in that
right.
fourth quarter, he didn't really do much. To be
Pretty
honest.
much. Pretty much. So that's the bright spots. I mean, Mitch Robinson played hard. RJ Barrett played hard in the third quarter. And I thought Evan Fournier was red hot the whole game and was aggressive.
So next thing I wanted to bring up, I'm showing it on the screen right now, but let's start going a little more into the trade stuff. So today at 2:26 p.m., Woj reported that the Clippers were trading Eric Bledsoe, Justice Winslow, and Keon Johnson, who we drafted and traded to the Clippers, and a
Mm-hmm.
future second-round pick to the Trailblazers for Norman Powell and Robert Covington.
Woo!
How do you feel about that trade?
That's a
Who won
steal.
this
If you're the
trade? I mean, it's obvious, but how you feel about this trade?
The Clippers got a steal. The Clippers won it straight by a million. If you're the Clippers, you get both guys who can shoot the three, and Covington and Powell. You get Powell who can hit the mid-range shot himself, can give you 20 when he wants to. Both can guard, both very good on-ball defenders, and Powell's very athletic though. So and very athletic too. So the Clippers won the trade, obviously. For the Blazers, I don't know what they just did. I think they lost the trade by a mile. I don't know why they traded for Bledsoe and Winslow. I mean, Bledsoe, yeah, he's a good defender, and Winslow, but they can't shoot. Like, they can't shoot. Like, really? I don't know. And then Keon Johnson, I mean, I think he's okay, but really, I don't know. But I think the Clippers won the trade. And I don't think they'll go far this year because we don't know how Kawhi and PG are going to come back from injury this year.
Yeah,
But next season,
Ty Lue said it yesterday that he's most likely not coming back for the
so
regular
yeah,
season. I don't know about the
so
playoffs, but the regular season is confirmed. Most likely, he's not
right.
playing.
Right. I mean, they still have to make the right. I mean, it's still not a guarantee they'll make the playoffs because the schedule's
Yeah,
still terrible for the Clippers because they have a horrible schedule at the end of the season. But assuming they get to the playoffs, we still got to see how Kawhi and PG, if they do come back, see how they look from injuries because Paul George hasn't played in 22 games because of the elbow injury and the UCL injury, and Kawhi hasn't played all year because of the ACL injury. They suffered in Game 4 against the Jazz. So I don't think the Clippers go far this year, but next season, if they can get healthy, they're a dangerous team that have a shot winning the championship.
okay. Yeah, no, I think to me, I got mad right away. I really got mad right away, because you look at someone that I thought the Knicks should have tried to sign in the offseason.
Yep.
And you look at what they got in return, they got nothing in return for them.
Nothing. Bledsoe and Winslow and Johnson
And a second round pick for
and a
even though
pick.
Robert Covington hasn't been great, you get Robert
True.
Covington and you get Norman Powell, who has been averaging 18 and a half on 45 and 41 efficiency. And then is the perfect thing because you get that, and when Kawhi comes back, hopefully not hopefully, but he is gonna come back next year, and PG is gonna come back next year. You now got 3 players that could do really well, and you're gonna most likely have a starting lineup of Reggie Jackson. Then you're gonna have Norman Powell, the shooting guard, PG at the 3, and Kawhi at the 4. And they got themselves a good lineup with that. Um, but like someone said in the chat, by the way, first of all, salute to Julian Blum was good. He said salute to both of you. Salute to you too, my guy. Hope all is well. But now let's look at Dame. How do you feel about the situation if you're Dame? And I'll be back in a second, but talk about that real quick.
If I were Dame, this is the reason why I say you should have left Portland years ago. This is the reason, because you signed up for this. You want to be loyal, staying in Portland, and you put yourself in this situation. This is the reason that sometimes loyalty can cost you despair. Again, I'm not trying to hate on Dame because Dame's a great player, and the front office for the Blazers has just been ass, and I'm sorry for my language, terrible. But at the same time, Dame did not need to sign the 4-year extension back in 2019. He should have just let his contract finish and left, in my opinion. He didn't need to stay in Portland. He didn't need to stay because the Blazers would never give him a championship team. And in my opinion, and this is just what I believe, I don't think Dame's a number 1 on the championship team. He's more of a number 2 or a number 3. Because, yes, I understand he played great teams. I understand that. But there were times in which they lost to the Warriors without Durant, the Pelicans without Boogie Cousins. They lost to the Nuggets without Jamal Murray. And, yes, Damon's had some great moments in the playoffs, but he's had some moments in which he's come short. Let's be honest, though. In my opinion, Damian Lillard should leave Portland and understand that they'll never win a championship. I don't feel bad for Dame. I don't. He signed a 4-year extension to stay in Portland, and he put himself in a situation because you want to be loyal on a team that's bad rather than tell yourself that I got to win. Like, if you wanted the money, rather than go to a team like Philadelphia or Milwaukee or some other place, a team that has a shot of winning. So, to me, if I were Dame, just leave the Blazers and understand that they're never going to win a championship. That's how I see it.
Okay. I mean, I don't disagree at all. I really don't, because you look at all these things, like, he said in the offseason as well, he was like, I don't think this team is built to win finals and this and that. And they came back getting Cody Zeller, Larry Nance Jr. And now, in the offseason, they basically traded off Gary Trent and a first-round pick for Norman Powell. And then they traded, and Gary Trent, you look at him right now, he's averaging 18 and a half.
On a team that might make the playoffs in the Raptors.
Yeah, they're most likely going to make the playoffs, but you traded a young guy who's 23 and doing great.
Yep.
Because you thought that you were going to do some playoff stuff, whatever, anything like that, and it doesn't work out, and you trade Norman Powell for basically a second-round pick and, like, spare change. So you just ruined yourself with that. Just like Frederick said, what the hell is Portland doing? I know, Foxy, that you said that they did that because they want to build with Anthony Simmons, but at the same time, that's not the return that you should be looking for. That return is atrocious. I don't know if they're going to rebuild. A lot of people think they're going to, rebuild. They're going to blow it up. I just don't understand the Dame situation because it's like, I understand loyalty, but when your team is doing a disservice, especially also with not really getting you players, you got to leave. He should have left already by now.
He's been unrestricted. It's his problem.
Yeah,
he's been unrestricted. I'm sorry for interrupting, man. Remember Carmelo Anthony in New York? Kind of same situation, you know what I mean? Because we didn't give him much help for him to win a championship other than 2013. His second best player was freaking J.R. Smith, man. Come on.
Okay. Yeah, no, I agree. I think that he should have left like 2 years ago, to be honest.
Exactly, but he wanted to stay in Portland, be loyal, and look where it's going now.
Yeah, Pudge, nice. I don't know if Dame is clearly leaving because they said that he's reported to get 2 for $100 million extension, which is crazy. I'm not paying no Dame Lillard that much. Man. I'm not giving them that much. That is just crazy, to be honest. That's way too much. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing that.
True. To me, Dame's more of a number two on a championship team. That's just me, man. He's more of a number two. Like if you put him with Embiid, if you put Dame in Philadelphia with Embiid and you put pieces around him, they have a shot winning a title. Or you put him with Giannis, they have a shot winning a title. In my opinion, he's not number one. Yes, he can shoot the ball, but if he struggles to score, what can he really do? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just a tough situation for them. I really don't know what direction they're gonna take at this point. To be honest, I think the best option is probably to rebuild, but that's where trading Gary Trent really like hurts them because they could have had their young core with Gary Trent and Anthony Simmons. But now they
Pretty
just
much.
got Anthony Simmons, and you know, there was discussions with this is something that I do think might happen. Pelicans are really interested for going for someone, and they said
Mm-hmm.
that the Pelicans are interested in Harrison Barnes, Eric Gordon, and
Hmm.
C.J. McCollum. And
Wow.
I do think C.J. McCollum would do fine on the Pelicans. I just
Yeah.
don't know what they. I don't know what the intentions of the team is, the Portland organization, because they haven't been good. They haven't done the best moves, and now they're falling on a very weird situation. They got to pick a side. They either go full on rebuild or nothing. I don't think there's no or in my mind. I think they just got to rebuild.
They
To be
gotta
honest,
rebuild.
there's
Just
no
trade
reason they
CJ at
should
this
do
point.
anything.
You
Yeah,
gotta trade CJ and maybe Nurkic. You gotta trade one of them. I think they might trade Nurkic and CJ. That's my guess.
I do think too. I think so too. I think they're both gonna go to different teams. To be honest, I think they should full on rebuild. But I just I wanted to see if we could have. I wish we tried to get him. What's good, Cully? Salute. I wish we tried to trade for him because they got traded for nothing, bro. They really
Man,
got
Powell
traded
would
for
been
nothing.
nice on this team. Yeah, Powell would been nice for this team. Man, he would have
Dame
fit
is
nice.
done. They suck and he's old. Powell wasn't doing good. Powell was doing good. He was doing good. I'm good, Kieran. Yeah, it was good. Pelicans also thinking of Fox. Yeah, I saw that as well. Um, Now we could kind of talk about the Knicks one. Let me read what I posted up right now, but I gotta find it again because this is basically something that said. I think Ian Begley. Actually, I have a okay. Yeah, they basically said that the Knicks are looking to trade some of the vets. It
Mm-hmm.
really depends on what it is. I'll read it out right now because I have the photo. They also said about Evan Fournier. They said this. They said that. Where is it? Oh, I think I deleted it. But it was something like they said that the Evan Fournier is getting interest for teams like the Utah Jazz, the Phoenix Suns, um, and stuff like that. He's getting interest from them. His stock is raising a little. They don't know if they're exactly going to trade them, but he also did bring up that Alec Burks and Nerlens Noel are two names that they think that could be packaged to be traded for something. Because they said that if they're trading Burks, they want to attach someone else into that deal to get rid of more than one. That is
Right.
one thing about it. Um, the cap went up by 2 million. Yeah, I just saw that. It said Harden going to Philly, called this Simmons to BK. Yeah, the thing is that you look at Brooklyn and you look at Philly in their current situation. Um, if I'm KD, I'm pissed off because the situation with Kyrie's only playing the away games because of his situation, and then Harden has not really been good at all not good at all, but he really hasn't been good as often
Consistent.
this year. He hasn't been consistent. Um, and the attitude is kind of strange with the team. So at this situation, I think it's a fair deal. I think trading Harden for Ben Simmons is a fair deal. Of course, the Sixers will have to give more than that, though. You're not just trading Simmons for Harden straight up because it just wouldn't make sense. Harden is a better player than him. So they definitely got to give more up. But I think in general, that trade is perfect for both teams because you can get a perfect playmaker for the Nets. You get a perfect defender, which they really need badly. He could
True.
drive. They're not really gonna need him to shoot that much because you got KD already on your team. You got Kyrie occasionally, and then you have some shooters around your team as well. So that's that type of situation. And then for the Sixers, Tyrese Maxey, you gotta hope that they don't ask for Tyrese Maxey because if they do, that trade is probably not happening. But let's say you still have Tyrese Maxey, you have Harden, and you have Embiid. The Harden and Embiid pick and rolls are gonna be nasty, and that they're gonna be
Oh yeah.
really good together. They're really gonna be good. So that's something that's in the works. Apparently, we're gonna see it through the next 6 days. But yeah, that's with that. Shout out to the people that are watching right now. We got about 30 people watching. If you haven't already, I would appreciate if you guys smash that like button, subscribe, turn that notification bell on. I appreciate you guys for being here with me. Shout out G Money as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, White Falcon. Harden is better than Ben Simmons easily. I'm hoping for
Cheers.
Burks, Walker, for Sexton and Rubio. I'm not hoping for that. That's too injury prone.
They hurt. They're hurt
Yeah,
right now.
Simmons not. BK would be stupid enough to pull that trade. Actually, Hewlett, he did get it. They said that he got it. Simmons got it, so they wouldn't be stupid to do that. He got it like a few weeks ago. They said. They reported it. Trade to Utah for Ingles. Like Sharon Sub, I
Hurt.
appreciate it. They said Fox. I don't know about that guy, but Randall's attitude is weighing this team down. Get them out of here. Kemba and Fournier are not going anywhere. I think Kemba is definitely gone. It's a vet fire sale for the Knicks right now. Jersey Nets need to move Irving right now. This is another one I wanted to talk about too.
Mm-hmm.
So potential trades, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they said that Fournier is gaining interest from the Jazz and from the Suns. Who do you think that?
Ooh.
What type of trade would you think that would be like? Like I don't know what is the Serrani's trade gonna be like? They got Bojan, but they wouldn't trade Bojan.
Do you think Clarkson might be gone? Because I don't see New York getting Ingles, especially when him torn his ACL. I don't think Utah's going to trade Ingles.
The only thing I way Ingles is getting traded is only if they do like a Burks for Ingles in like 2 seconds. That's the only way.
Pretty much, but I don't think that's going to happen. At best, it would have to be like Clarkson. That's my guess. That would have to be like Clarkson. Like, I don't know what other player to trade because I don't know. Rudy Gay, they're gonna probably keep Rudy Gay for playoff experience. It will have to be pretty much Jordan Clarkson. That's my guess if they want Fournier.
That would be interesting. Jordan Clarkson.
That's probably much a guess because Mike Conley. I don't think we're getting Mike Conley. I don't see that, and the whole Donovan Mitchell thing. I think people need to let that go. I think we need to let that go. So if Utah wants Fournier, that's probably to give up Jordan Clarkson. And maybe like a pick or so.
I don't think people should give up on the Davion Mitchell thing. I mean the Donovan Mitchell thing.
Well, I'm not saying entirely, but I'm saying that for the deadline. So maybe in the all season
you can bring it deadline. It's not happening in the deadline if it would happen.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Much. But I wanted to show something about our next topic. Finding it right now. Where is this? I'm finding the tweet right now so I can show. Continue. Go ahead.
Right, and for the Suns thing, I don't see Evan Fournier going to Phoenix. I don't think if that were to happen, you had to probably trade Shaman, but Shaman might not be enough. You had to probably trade like Jalen Smith or something. I don't because again, I'm also rooting for the Suns too. I'm a Knicks fan, but I'm also rooting for Phoenix too. I don't think that's going to happen. So if I had to guess, maybe the Suns might trade for like an Eric Gordon. That's what the Suns want, like an Eric Gordon.
Okay. I'm about to pull up this tweet that I was talking about. I'm about to show it. Then I'm about to show another one as well. Let me see if it's here. The streamer might look glitch for a second, but I just need to show this real quick. Because these are reports that were put out by Brian Windhorst. I think everyone knows who that is. Talked about it earlier today, but I will be showing this right now. Where is this? All right, it's right here. Okay, yeah, it's right here. Okay, so this is basically the first part of it. Hide this real quick so it doesn't show. But yeah, I'm gonna take the stream out of the way for a second. I'm gonna show this. So, says the New York Knicks have shown some interest in De'Aaron Fox per Brian Windhorst. He said that player that makes the most sense in that swap is Julius Randle. I've talked about this before. I suggested us doing this a while back. I said that last year. I brought it up a bit. No, I didn't really go hard on it because, he was doing really well. Randall was doing really well last season, but that was something I was thinking about last year. I want to know how
Mhm.
you guys feel about it in the chat. Yes or no? Would you do it? Would you not do it? We're about to talk about it a little more. Let me just read what you guys are saying. Khaled, Khalid or Khaled, salute. She said, I mean, not she. I'm not going to say she. It's a he. Why y'all not talking about Randle requesting a trade and Knicks having interest in D Fox? The requesting a trade part is actually false. They didn't say he requested a trade. That was from a false account. But the Knicks having interest in Darren Fox is true. It was reported
Yeah.
wildly. Rubio is just for the expiring and Sexton for bird right. Meantime, rotation opens up. I don't know about that, to be honest. I don't think I would do that personally. Now, said, why is Thibs, salute to Severe Inc. said, why is Thibs arrogant and who is he supposed to apologize to us? Question mark. We don't want players back. We want rotation space. We just talking about making room for Cam. Why do you want a player back? Burks trades for a late first round pick like our trade for Marcus Morris a few years ago. Stephen Fox, I was thinking about that earlier too. I would think that we could somehow trade him for a heavily protected first round pick. But to be
Right.
honest, we got that from Mook Morris, and Mook Morris was averaging 20 points that season. So I don't know. It really depends on what is in the market. Yeah, reports say Randle informally request a trade because he said he sees himself as an NBA talent and wants the Knicks to trade young pieces to get him to help to make the playoffs. I saw that too, but
Mhm.
I that one was a false part. I think Spider coming after the season, trade for 1 year for the Jazz for Ingram, start Grimes in place for 1 year. There's no other PG in the market right now. That's the dynamic. Than him, Murray and Brunson is not on the table right now. What's good? C-Mac, what's good, bro? I think
Mhm.
Leon Rose is gonna do Randall for. There's also I'm pretty sure Steve Mills drafted, or was it Scott Perry? Scott Perry drafted De'Aaron Fox, so
Right.
it makes even more sense to be honest. Rick V salute. He
Mhm.
said, has Windhorse ever been right about anything? It's not shams. I mean Rick V. Windhorse did say like a day or two ago that the Clippers were gonna make a sneaky move, and they just did make a sneaky move that nobody
Uh-huh.
expected. So he has all the sources. He does say some stupid stuff, and he says a lot because he loves LeBron too. He goes like that in that way, but he has his sources. Ethan talked about that trade first. C-Mac, which trade? Because if it's Randall for Fox, I said that last year. Um, has Windhorse ever been right? Yes. We just need Randall to heal upstairs. He's not healing. I'm not waiting for him to get his ish together. To be honest, I'm tired of dude. We need Bagley in that Fox trade too. Fire Perry is done. Yeah, give me Bagley and Fox. Yeah, I would. I want to know how you guys feel too, because I was gonna say this too. I really wait. What is Cap C-Mac? Oh, you're saying okay, whatever C-Mac. You're a troll. I was the first one to say C-Mac, but it is what it is. Um, I would try to get Bagley in that trade too, especially because they want to unload him. I would
Mhm.
try to do, I guess, a sense like you would probably have to give up Randall and a throw in, plus maybe a pick for Fox and
Mhm.
Bagley. It really depends how you see it. Um, I don't know. That is something that I would look at. I know Bagley is really a bust in all scenarios. Like he hasn't been good. He also did get injured. I think right? No, he didn't get injured. He did get injured a lot throughout his first 4 years so far. But at the same time, his game hasn't really transferred that well, and he has wanted to leave. But he has been playing recently better. So
Mhm.
I might want to take him in that trade. To be honest, I really would. Um, get Tibbs the hell out of here. Word. We all know he wants out. Come on. He will heal upstairs. It's okay to not want him, but he will grow up past this soon. No, he won't. I don't trust that. There's no way someone is just gonna randomly start acting right after 40 something games. I'm putting a bag to get Bagley too. I'm not putting up no bag to get Bagley. I'm sorry. He's just a throw in for me. He's not no one I'm trying heavily to pursue. To be honest, that's not something in my opinion that I think we should do. And yeah, I would get him too because if you trade Randall, you do need a power forward. Whether you start Bagley over Obi or you have Obi starting, I don't know. I just think Bagley would be a decent piece to bring back, especially when you're going young. In that sense, I think Randall has been a detriment to the team, and he's been really off. Except I guess the past game and a half, he's finally started showing a little effort and a little bit more life. But other than that, he really hasn't been doing good for most of the season. Another report gonna show right now as well. I don't know if you heard about this, G Money, but
Mhm.
Tommy Beer posted this, and this is from Brian Windhorst as well. They said this has been reported elsewhere, but I've heard as well that the Knicks have shown some interest in De'Aaron Fox, the player that makes the most sense. Wait, damn, I pulled up the wrong what I said. Is it? Wait, give me a second. I pulled up
Take
the
your time.
wrong part because there was another part to this tweet that he sent out, and it was one that may cause some controversy. Let's see. Um, where did he tweet this, bro? All right, I don't know if this dude deleted his tweet or it just magically disappeared. But he basically said that, wow, I don't know why this just disappeared. Let me see. All right, I can't find the tweet for some reason, but the basic thing that he said, I'm gonna break it down, is that apparently
Mhm.
it's known that Randle is having problems with the fans right now, but at the same time,
Right.
they said that Thibs and Randle are having problems with each other. Um, that was something that was reported as well by Brian Winterhurst. I don't know if anyone heard, but
Oh yeah, I have.
that's a little crazy. I don't know. Randle hasn't been playing good, and now he's also having problems with Tibbs. They said that they've been frustrated with each other in some sense. I don't know in what way though. Uh, it's just so much going on right now at this point with the Knicks rumors, the Knicks news. Um, I do think that's true though. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not true, or if it is true. To be honest, you need a power forward. Obi is trash. Nah, Pudge nice. Bagley can't shoot. He can shoot occasionally. Hadouken, he overreacted to the new contract and his wife being attacked. Take it from older people, you get past things. Bro, his wife being attacked shouldn't have to do with the way he plays. Bro, I promise you, almost every single NBA player who's at least a little, like at least good a little, their family might be attacked in some way in comments and stuff like that. That's not no excuse for him being the way he's being right now. There really isn't. Um, Bagley can run the small ball 5-2 with Obi. If I see Obi and I do not want to see Obi and Bagley on the court together, I'm gonna be honest. That would be bad. In my opinion.
Some long shooters on the floor.
Yeah, I don't think that would be good. In my personal opinion, let's be honest.
Mm.
Um, but do you think that this is true? That Randle and Tibbs are having problems with each other? Conflicting problems.
I don't know how true this is because I never see Thibs and Randall really argue face to face. I don't know because even though Randall has acted like a child and has not been accountable at all this year, which I understand all that, I don't know. When I see Thibs and Randall, they usually have a good relationship. So I don't think this is true. I doubt it.
Okay, so you don't think it's true?
I don't think so because I don't think this is true. I doubt it.
I want to see Ethan and Hadouken on the court together.
Mm.
Yeah, bro, I don't know about that, but personally, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if it is true. I'm gonna be honest, I think it might be true, cause no, Rick V, because Berman did say something similar to that a few days ago too. Um, he kind of alluded to something in that sense, so I really wouldn't be surprised if it is a problem. If it is a problem, you gotta fix it. You gotta do something. You really do. Randall having problems with the Penguin, then he's out of here. Lately, I haven't seen them together, and he wasn't in the huddles. Like Berman said, he's not in the locker room. Reasons aren't excuses, but it is a legit. I don't think it's a legitimate case. Um, isn't Fox hurt? Fox is. I mean, he has an ankle injury. It's nothing crazy. He's just out right now. But someone kept asking in the comments, and I don't know if you saw it either. But people
Mhm.
kept asking because this is a story that has been going around. Said, is it true that Julius Randle unfollowed the Knicks Instagram thing or on Instagram? He is not following the Knicks Instagram, but at the same time, I don't know. I've heard that he wasn't even following it to begin with. which is a little
True.
weird, but he's not following it. But one thing that I do know is that De'Aaron Fox is not following the Kings at all, and the Kings aren't following him back either. Because someone tweeted about it that I checked too, so it was true. So I think De'Aaron Fox is gonna get traded personally. To be honest, I think he's done. I think they're done. So that's something to look at as well. If he don't get
Mm-hmm.
traded, he'll play. I know the game. Don't play with me. He's a threat to shoot the ball. Mitch doesn't at all. Um, he'll be fine. He's trying to keep it fresh for deadline. Then he'll play. Yeah, I don't think there's nothing crazy going on with him. I think Fox might be waiting for a trade. To be honest, um, I've listened to Kings fans that have a podcast, right? And they basically were talking about the De'Aaron Fox or Randall thing, and they were like, "Oh, you're gonna have to put like a throw in with him. They might have to throw in the Knicks might have to throw in a pick as well." But the ones that did the podcast, they said they wouldn't mind doing that trade. They
Mm-hmm.
said that the Knicks need a point guard, and they think right now at this point that they said that De'Aaron Fox is really good and he's all this, but at the same time, they do have three guards already, and they said they might as well just trade him at this point, and they think that Randall would be a good fit next to Halliburton, Davion, Buddy, and those guys. So they said they would be fine with that trade, which is interesting because I saw a poll that they posted in their
Mm-hmm.
Kings section on Twitter. It was like 1,500 people voted. It was like 38% yes they would trade for Randall, 62% that they wouldn't. So it's a little weird looking at the other side with the trade, but they're mostly not on board of doing it. But more than I expected, are actually fine with doing that trade. To be honest, I did not expect 38% to be fine with that trade. Gotta add
Mm-hmm.
the pick for Kings to do it. Fox to Philly is more realistic. Fox to Philly is not gonna happen because it would have happened by now. To be honest,
They don't want Ben Simmons, man. They
yeah,
they don't. They don't want Ben
yeah.
Simmons.
Plus, they
The
already
six. The
said they
Kings.
don't they don't want to they don't want De'Aaron Fox. Apparently, the
Yeah.
the Sixers. Everyone is gonna be so mad when Fox doesn't get traded to Philly. It's not getting traded to Philly. Um,
Right.
Kings already said they got out of the deal with the Sixers. Yeah, I read that too. I also
Mm-hmm.
did read just like Foxy said. I read that the Pelicans are interested in De'Aaron Fox as well. That's another guy. I don't know what they would even give up for him. To be honest,
I like
that's something
Devontae Graham, maybe Josh Hart or somebody. Devontae Graham.
they would have to give a decent amount. To be honest, Trey Murphy, they would have to give a decent amount and like picks. Yeah, Harden is going to Philly most likely. Um,
You think that trade will happen during the deadline? I have a feeling that the Nets will keep Harden until the offseason. That's my feeling.
I think they might, but at the same time, I feel like if they do have that type of trade in thought, they should do it now. To be honest, the Harden for
Simmons
Ben
and I
Simmons.
also
Yeah,
heard and I also heard some other trade proposal. Seth Curry being there too.
wait, Seth Curry being in the trade?
Yeah, that's what I heard. I don't know how true this is, but that's what I heard too. Like
Wow,
it's like some proposal.
bro, nah. My bad. I just resting. Exactly. Try try keeping Harden. LOL. Kings fans like Randall. Yeah, some fans like him. Some. It's not that they don't like it, that they like him, but at this point with De'Aaron Fox, because he's also not having the best season compared to what he had last time. Plus the way Halliburton has been playing and Davion, a lot more Kings fans are acceptive of trading him away, and they feel like they should have been traded De'Aaron Fox in the offseason. And it's just like you're killing something that should have been already gone. So I think that's just one thing that Kings fans are on right now. They want to trade him and basically just build around Tyrese and Davion at this point of the Kings franchise. They haven't been the good at all for a while now. The last time I think they were good were like with Chris Webber and stuff. I don't know. I don't think they have been good in a while. The worst big three ever. Why Nets trading Harden? No way. I think Brooklyn would be deadly if they can get Ben. I agree. That's why I said they get playmaking, they get defense, they get a guy that can go downhill so much. KD plays in the outside, so they don't gotta worry about that. Kyrie, when he plays in the outside. They don't got to worry about that either. So, no, I don't think it would be bad for both sides. John Talento, salute, bro. Salute to chat. What up, dude? I'm doing good. Hope all is well with you, bro. Said, y'all want Zion? G-Money, how do you feel about Zion?
I like Zion, but he needs to get into shape first, man. I mean, look, Zion's athletic, but if he can get into shape first, then we can get Zion. But right now, Zion's not in shape, man. He needs to. Not, I'm not disrespecting Zion. He's a good
Nah,
player
he's in shape
when he's in
now. He's
shape.
just injured. Yeah,
He's injured.
he's been in shape. They posted a picture of him being like a recent picture of him like a month ago, and he was like back in shape.
Okay, I just want him to be healthy. Okay, then. Okay, I also just want him to be healthy first, and then we can get Zion. I want him to be healthy first.
Bro, this is funny.
Zion, when healthy, is a beast.
Yeah, he's still a beast. Like I don't know, a lot of people are trying to call him a bust. He's not no
What?
bust. You can't call him a bust right now, especially. It really depends. You gotta wait on the man's career. You know, it just started. It really nothing much has happened yet. He's been injured. It is what it is. Said salute to PH Scissor was good. Shout out to everyone watching right now. We got about 50 people in here, 38 likes. If you can and if you haven't already, if you're on mobile, click out for 1 second. Hit that like button. If you're on PC, take your mouse over. I just started. Take your mouse over. Go a little bit under. Get out of full screen. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already as well. We're coming up on 350 subscribers. I appreciate you guys for all the love. Turn that notification bell on. Hit it to all so you guys don't miss any time I am live. Because you know sometimes it doesn't work if you haven't been getting notifications. Turn it off and turn it back on because it could help in some way as well. But yeah, thank you guys for being here, contributing in the chat because it helps a lot in the conversation as well. I greatly appreciate you guys. They said Pelicans down bad. Said Maury loves Harden, bro. Yeah, Maury loves Harden. You know, he was with him in the Rockets, so you know he's trying to get him back. Randall will do well on the Kings, no pressure. Yo, there was this funny thing, a tweet I saw, and someone was like, the MT Gym merchant Julius Randle will do fine on the Kings because they have no fans. So that is something that was funny, and I wouldn't be surprised if he does. White Falcon said trade Randall and Grimes right now for Zion. HadukenSharon's, your call. I'm not doing that right now. It really
Not right
depends.
now. Let Zion be healthy first.
How would a Fox trade look like? Will we have to include a pick? Don't think the money would match. So Rick V, basically, De'Aaron Fox basically makes around 30 mil, and Julius Randle this year is like 21 mil. So you would have to do Randle and either Kemba or Burks, and then I think you would have to give a first round pick, and then you get De'Aaron Fox and they throw in. I think that's basically how it's gonna look like. So Julius Randle, first round pick. I'll say Alec Burks because I don't think they need Kemba. I don't think they would want to get Kemba back. So you do two of those, including the pick, and then you get back De'Aaron Fox and you get back like maybe a Marvin Bagley, or they have like a random throw-in in there. Cam and RJ are here. Zion will be here next year. Put Zion on the Robinson plan, same energy. Randall IQ for 4 firsts for Zion, Murphy, Temple, Satoransky. Nah, that's a big trade. I'm not giving no 4 first-round picks for Zion. I'm sorry, especially if you include Randall in there. That's way too much. It's way too much. Pudge Nice said Fox, Zion, RJ, Bagley, Cam. I'm gonna be honest, that does not have enough shooting for my liking, to be honest, with that team. But I see which way you're going. You're trying to have a young, upbeat team that runs fast, gets the energy up and high. Zion has
That's fine. We also you need shit in today's game because when you play, I'm sorry for interrupting you, dude.
No, you fine.
It's okay to play fast, but what happens if you play a team that's slow and has rim protection? And you need shooters. You know what I mean? In today's game, you need 5 positions that can shoot.
The thing with that, the main problem with me there is the only guys like RJ. Even though like RJ recently accepted the last 2, he hasn't been shooting the best the last 2. But besides that, he's been shooting pretty good the last month and a half from 3, around 40%.
Right.
So I only think RJ and Cam would be the only ones able to shoot on that lineup. So I would be worried. Fox would be more in that mid range because he's really good in it. When people
True.
say he can't shoot threes, but he's really good
Can
in the mid
shoot. He can
range.
shoot mid range
He's
though.
really good at the mid range.
Yeah.
Chicken sandwich salute. Did you peep the new Randall interview? What Randall interview are you talking about that I
Interview.
missed? Is it the one that he was ordering food? Is that what you're talking about? Let me know if that's what you're talking about. Sincere wife. He said we should just wait to the off season. I'm gonna be honest. I do not want to wait till the off season. I don't
No,
want
we
to
need to
watch
make the
this team
playoffs this year.
together.
We need to make the playoffs.
Not even just with the playoffs. Like it's fine if we don't make it. If we go to a different direction. But I just want to pick a side right now. I want them to pick a direction in the deadline. G Money, what would you like to do? What type of
Try to
moves would
get.
you be looking out? He said chicken sandwich said just came out. I'll look at it right now, but go ahead, G Money. What direction would
I
you
would
take?
probably this players I would consider maybe De'Aaron Fox. Would you want Harrison Barnes? I would consider Harrison Barnes if we can get him.
I would, but at the same time, you would have to add this. It would basically be like this. Then it would be Randall, Fournier, and Burks
Right.
for Harrison
Right.
Barnes and De'Aaron Fox, and you would probably also have to give them a first.
Right. Would you make that move? I would consider.
I would.
I,
Oh, Randall did just have a. Oh, he did just have one. I mean, I could listen to it. After I don't know. That would be an interesting one. Daily interview. Yeah, Henson. I saw. I'm about to play it.
and there's also, and I kind of doubt this is going to happen. Levert and Sabonis. I doubt this is going to happen, but who knows? Levert and Sabonis. Would you go for that?
No, to be honest, I'm not a fan. I like Sabonis and Karis LeVert, but I'm not. I'll be fine if you just bring Sabonis on the team, and I guess if you trade Randall. But
Mm-hmm.
the thing that I don't want personally, to be honest, is Karis LeVert. Too much injuries, and I don't think he really has a
True.
spot for the team.
True.
Okay, so I found the thing. I'm gonna play it right now. Thibs also had one. Kemba also had one as well. I'm gonna play this. So just mute your mic while you're at it. I'm gonna mute mine as well. I'm gonna play it for everyone. Put it on the screen real quick. Second, right over here.
First of all, just
And let me know in the chat, guys, if you can hear it. I'm about to play it. Do this real quick. So chat says salute Henson. What's good, bro? Let me know if you want to join. I'll drop the link. But what's good? Let me just play this. For you guys over here. Let me hide the StreamYard real quick. All right, I'm gonna full screen this and play it.
first of all, just 5-game road trip for you guys here.
Right.
Kind of what this means to you guys, where you're at now, and what this looks like.
We've been decent on the road all year, so just gotta take everything game at a time and go from there.
Are you preparing like LeBron is going to play? I mean, how do you approach a game when you don't know when a guy like LeBron might or might not play?
I think we'll be ready for all possibilities. That's what Thibs prepares us for, so we'll be ready either way.
Just the Memphis game. I mean, you guys played well enough, but was there a lesson there about how good Memphis is, or what?
A lesson? I think you learn every game, wins and losses. I think there's always lessons. But, I think what got us in the end was our rebounder.
What
That
happened with you?
play-
Yeah, what happened with you in that game? I know you. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Okay.
That play on the bench with the double tax. What exactly happened there?
I do it all the time. Like when we're coming out of timeout, I'll try to, I guess, cheat almost and see what the other team is running. And, I kind of snuck over there to the bench trying to see what was on the board. And Bane kind of pushed me back. And that was it.
And then the ejection, was that just like we didn't see what happened? Was it referees?
Yeah, it was just
stuff?
refs.
Okay.
Yep.
Last night they announced the reserves, and you weren't on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you were expecting it or not, but is it a little disappointing that you didn't put, the second year, back-to-back All-Star appearances?
No,
And what was your mindset?
I'm trying to win games.
Is that more important than?
Yep. That's what I get paid to do, win games.
I know you say
Wait, I'm pausing for 1 second. There's no way this dude Berman tried asking him if making an All-Star game is more important than winning games. That's just crazy to ask, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know what answer this dude was trying to get from him. There's no way this dude was gonna say that All-Star appearances were better than wins, bro. Come on, Berman, bro. Yo, this dude Berman is a troll, bro. Oh my god.
You guys focus on what's in front of you right now. You guys have trade deadline in the middle of this. Are you concerned at all? I know we talked the other day about yourself, but are you watching kind of what this team becomes?
No, like I said, I trust Wes, trust Leon, trust Scott, I trust Jim, everybody. So I feel like they'll do what's best for the team, and I'll ride with it whatever way they go.
Kemba's been scoreless in a couple of games.
Okay, let's talk about that real quick. He said, so obviously they were gonna talk about him in trades. So are you worried about the trades? They didn't. I don't think they necessarily asked him if he's worried about being dealt in the trade. I think it was more of just, any trades that could happen possibly. Lamar, look at his face. Yo, it's funny. I don't know. I can't take Randall seriously for some reason. I know he's serious, but it's just a little funny. Wait, I want to listen to this back.
I trust Wes.
Trade deadline in the middle of this. Are you concerned at all? I know we talked the other day about yourself, but are you watching kind of what this team becomes?
No, like I said, I trust Wes, trust Leon, trust Scott, I trust Jim, everybody. So I feel like they'll do what's best for the team, and I'll ride with it whatever way they go.
Yeah, let me know how you guys feel about that. I don't think there's. Yeah, they basically asked more about the team. I mean, this is like a normal response, I guess you will give, based on the trade deadline. I feel like most players do that. I don't know. Let me know in the chat if you guys want to listen to Thibs one as well after this, because Thibs has one as well. I'm pretty sure they might have asked him about the trade deadline like they always do. But it's definitely gonna be interesting. He's answering these really quick.
Kemba's been scoreless in a couple of games right now. What's your perspective of that?
You have to ask K, man. I'm not really sure. I think he's doing a good job. He's still, playing hard. Deflections, he's playing hard on defense, taking charge and stuff like that, getting us into our sets and stuff like that. So, I'm not really worried about him scoring the ball. Like, he's proven he can do that in his career. He's proven he can do it on our team, so I'm not really worried about it.
When you have a guy who's kind of going through a funk like that, even if it's short term, your role is like a facilitator in that. Do you make more of an effort to get him involved in that kind of stuff?
I just think we just got to be more conscious of it, get him some easy baskets to get him going.
When you look at your 3-point percentage, I think that's the biggest difference from last season. Can you pinpoint a reason why it's not at the same level as it was last season?
Pinpoint a reason why, it's just, you go through phases. You shoot the ball well, you don't shoot the ball well. It's basketball. Nothing really changed for me.
I know RJ was saying when he was going through it a little this year that because of the conditions this year, he couldn't do some of the things that you guys do off the court or out of games. Has that been the case with you too? Or?
No, I'm working, man. Regardless, I'm gonna find a way to work. Everybody's gonna find a way to work, so my work ethic's not going down.
The trade deadline is coming up, and amazingly, your name has come up as a possibility. Do you think that's just rubbish? Who
reported it?
It's been out there that the Knicks are open.
Who reported it?
A couple of reporters.
That's not know. You don't know. You just.
No, I know it's been out there.
Who reported it?
Do we know?
Good job, Mark.
Okay,
next question.
No, it's been out there.
Who reported it, Mark?
ESPN, I believe.
Bro, there's no way this dude Mark Berman does not know that it was Brian Windhorst, bro.
You just making up stuff?
No, it's been out there.
Who reported it, Mark?
I think Ian Begley reported that the team is open to, what was he saying? I don't know.
To trading Julius for the
That sounds like gossip to me, Mark.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Have you talked to management about, what might need to be done, or,
You said what might need to be done? I just trust them, man. I think they do a great job. It's part of the reason, we talked in the summer.
Why is this dude smiling after that, bro? Why is he smiling? I'm so confused. Yo, this dude don't even care.
I signed my extension because I trust him. So
you mentioned the other day when he actually thanked Jim Dolan, Mr. Dolan, with the fine thing, and you just mentioned him again. Have you gotten a close relationship with him?
I just think he's great. I'll talk to him. Obviously, he's our team owner, so I have a relationship with him. But I think he's super supportive in us as players. And like I said, I just appreciate it. You know.
All right, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yo, that was hilarious, bro. Nah, that was hilarious. Oh my god. Yo, I don't even know, bro. This dude Randall is a character, bro. This dude is hilarious. I need to read what you guys are saying, bro. That was hilarious. I'm sorry. Let me see what people were saying in the chat, because I was just crying that whole time with laughter. Let me see. They said, you're not making the playoffs. Dugan said, he said he knows he's not gonna be here for long. What the? Yo, Bourbon is crazy. What's good, Wacko and Brooklyn? Salute. What's good to Hinton again? King Ribby, my guy. What's good, bro? Look at his face. Sorry. You don't trust Thibs? Great question. Randall has his bags packed. Yeah, Berman is legit a troll, bro. He's a complete troll, bro. I don't even know this dude. Yo, I don't know how this dude Berman amazingly. I don't know how this dude Berman does not come prepared and just say Brian Windhorst, bro. That's the only person that said it. Salute to Let's Go. That was a good answer. Shut up, you got Campbell bench. Eli M was good. Can't even look at this dude. Anshi 212 salute. Randall got his bag. That's all he wanted. Randall, you should know as far as trades, you're touchable. You're not to be untouchable. Oh my god, bro. Berman should have told him Ballsack Sports reported it. No eye contact who reported it. Dolan is a good money man. Yo, that interview was hilarious, bro. I don't even know what the hell that was, but that was hilarious. Yo, I'm surprised that these dudes nobody posted that on Twitter yet, because that is hilarious. Oh my god, that was funny. I'm actually about to. Yo, they need to watch this part right here. I'm about to. What time frame was this?
It's not at the same level as it was last.
All right, yeah, they need to listen to this. I need to post this, bro. This is hilarious. Did you guys in the chat, anyone get a key takeaway from that right there from Randall? Do you think this changes anything? G Money, go ahead.
Well, Berman, like you said, Berman was kind of being sneaky in that video. He was kind of being sneaky, not telling Randall that it was Brian Windhorst talking about the trade and all that, the potential trade. And also, Randall also needs to understand that there's a reason why the Knicks kind of put you in the trade room, because you've not been playing well all year. So you can't kind of be pissed at yourself, man, because you have not been playing up to your standards at the same time. So that's what I got. That's what I got from this video.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I was laughing that whole entire time. It was legit hilarious, bro. It was hilarious. Just the way this dude Berman asked him that question, I just couldn't stop laughing. I really couldn't.
Right.
Because he just asked it in such a, it's like a way as if he didn't even, like he tried to act as if he didn't know the source, even though, I mean, Ian Begley did report it before. But Brian Windhorst literally came up with it in the morning. That's the main reason they're asking him. And it was just so funny to me, bro. Did you take anything from the way he approached that? How do you think he approached it?
Are you talking about Berman, like the way? Are you talking about Randall or Berman, the way they approach it?
Yeah, the way Randall approached it.
I think Randall kind of took it personally. I think Randall must have took it personally because he thought that Berman could have been lying, that he was on the trade rumor. That's what I thought. Because he was trying to ask him, like, what was his source about if this is all true or not, you know?
Yo, no, never mind. This
and also the All-Star thing, and also the whole All-Star thing. If you're Berman, why even ask that? That was so disrespectful, man. Dude, no one thinks that making the All-Star team is more important than winning. That's kind of disrespectful.
That was such a stupid question, bro. I don't even understand how someone can ask that question.
That was disrespectful. No one's going to choose an entertainment, because remember, an All-Star game is all about entertainment. Teams are built to win a championship, man. You build for an 82-game season, and then you build to go to the playoffs and have a shot winning a title. No one's going to choose to pick an All-Star game, which is one game a year, over a title. That is ridiculous and it makes no sense.
I agree, yo. That question just caught me off guard. The way he said it was just bad.
Right.
Like, why did he even do that? Like, come on, bro. That just made no sense. I don't understand it.
Yeah. Come on,
The
man.
All-Star thing, like, come on, bro. There's nothing better you could have said than that. This dude gotta be trolling, bro. Like, I don't even know. This dude gotta be trolling. He said he reported it himself. He says, let's see, ball sack sports not reputable. Berman should have told him ball sack sports. 40 likes, 47 people, just 7 more. Yeah, if you haven't already, we got 50 people watching. 47 likes. If you can, let's try to reach 60 likes before we end the stream. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you guys are in the replay as well, make sure to do so as well and drop a comment after we are done. Appreciate you guys. My key take, who reported it? Salute to the chat. What's good, Justin? I hope all is good with you and the family. It's good, bro. He never said he trusts Thibs. We need to create a we culture, no me culture. Randle needs the G League. Berman broke his character. Randle was mad and started laughing. Yeah, that was hilarious. Yeah, Berman was gonna say me. They should have asked why he unfollowed the Knicks on IG. Frederick, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he was followed before. That's what I've heard as well. To be honest, see Berman on CT. The streets are buzzing. Yeah, make sure to check out CT. I already watched that live when it happened. Said a good amount of stuff. I don't know. You know, when I listen to Berman, I take him with a grain of salt, but some of the things he said did seem like they were true and it did make sense. HadukenSharon's Randle didn't back up IQ. LMAO. Kind of did. He just had to say it in that way. He said that it was kind of a shove, that he was trying to. When this dude said that I was trying to cheat a little and listen to what they were saying, Randle King of New York. Berman been here for 20 years. You think he's scared of Randle? Nah. If Berman told him ball sack sports, that would have been the greatest interview ever. Yeah, that would have been posted everywhere, bro. Legit everywhere. Like, bro, that's so funny. Why is he so mad? Yo, I don't even know. Like, okay, so at this point, let me know in the chat and let me know, G Money, if you want me to play the part where Thibs is talking. And there's one with Kemba as well, if you guys want to listen to that as well.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
All right, give me a second. Let me put it up. All right, got it right here. Let me put it on the side. Damn, this dude Thibs interview is 8 minutes. Okay, Thibs. Let's listen to this. What is this? Wait, you can downvote? No, interesting. All right. Yeah, let me post this right here. I'm not even gonna ask if it's gonna sound fine because I'm pretty sure it's gonna sound exactly like the other thing. But let me see this. Right here. Increase this and there.
I guess just, I know you like to take it one at a time, but 5-game trip here that you guys start out here, just kind of what this looks like.
Just day by day, first step. So you've got to concentrate on what's in front of you.
On trade deadlines in 6 days, what is your role in that process? What's your conversations like with the front office?
Yeah, the front office, their job is every day to look at all the possibilities. So if they get close on something, they'll let me know. But that's their job every day, year round. Doesn't change. Everyone has a job to do in the organization, so just do your job. If everyone concentrates on doing their job, it'll all work out.
Does this team need maybe a little bit of a change?
Well, again, the thing that we need to do is we got to focus on us and what the players are here. That's what we're focused on, and let Leon and Wes and Scott, they focus on the other stuff. But for us, we got to concentrate on our job and just come in every day, put everything you have into each and every day. This is all part of it. It's part of the league. So just come in, be professional, do your job.
I know you had taken Kemba out of the rotation at one point, late November, early December. Is there a possibility of coming, tomorrow to doing some shakeup? I know
No,
Kemba
just,
struggled a little.
yeah, and there's going to be ups and downs during the course of the season. Just get out there, get the job done, go play well. And again, I say this all the time, you can play well without shooting well, so don't let that impact all the other things you do for the team. And then whoever gives us the best chance of winning, those are the guys that'll be out there. And that's the way we always operated.
So does that mean that you would keep the same lineup, or you still?
Yeah, no, we're staying the same. Yep.
I know you've always said you want to get out in transition, you want to play fast, but the team is, I think, last in pace, second to last in assists. Why do you think that is? Why haven't you guys been able to play, get up and down?
Well, you look at, I don't know what you're referencing or the point you're trying to make. Well, what is, like you look at pace, and I look at, the quality of the shot that you get, and then, there's a lot of teams that are low in pace but high in efficiency, and whatever gives you your team the best chance to win, that's what you should do. So, and that's playing to the strengths of your players. So when you look at teams that have been in the playoffs, some of them are fast-paced, some of them are slow-paced, some of them are medium-paced. So whatever fits your team the best, whatever gives your team the best chance of winning, that's what you want to concentrate on. I always want as many easy baskets as we can get. And I felt in the Memphis game we got a lot of easy buckets, and that was a plus. We didn't finish our defense. I felt our rebounding is what hurt us in that game.
Last night, I think they announced all the reserves players for the All-Star, and Julius didn't repeat. I know the numbers don't show it in the one-loss record, but is it tough for a player to make the All-Star game and then the next year doesn't come?
Yeah, well, I think in any given year, there's always a number of guys that are deserving that don't get it, and then then usually there's not enough spots for the guys who have had all-star type years. And I think the other thing, a big part of that is the success of the team. So, like, I know from voting, and it's a tough position for the coaches to be in, because you get down to the end and you're looking and you're wrestling with it. You got 3 or 4 guys, and you got maybe 2 spots or 1 spot, and you're saying, okay, well, how am I going to determine which one is going to actually get it? And then usually the next criteria is, okay, what's the impact on the team? What team is doing better? And usually that tilts it in their favor. So I think the success of the team factors into it as well. And whether it's right or wrong, it's as I said, there's really not enough spots for all the guys that are deserving. So whatever that is, it is. Move on. Get ready to play well down the stretch.
So you think he's still played at a caliber?
Yeah, like when you look at all the things that he does, and our team hasn't played up to what we feel we should be playing up to. So, and there's a lot of things that go into it. Whether, last year we didn't get hit really by COVID. We had like 2 separate individual things. This year we have. So, we did the exact same things this year that we did last year. It's just it didn't work out the same way. So that impacted us as well.
Between that, losing a lot of guys to COVID and Derek's injury, I know you guys obviously bringing 2 new starters this year. Guys have talked about adapting and fitting. Is 50 games enough time to know?
Yeah, well, I think it does take some time. I think you're seeing that, like the way Evan's playing right now. I think he's found a good rhythm, and his teammates understand him a lot better. I think he understands his teammates better. So that's a positive. And then every day, just keep working towards improvement, and don't lose sight of that. Just keep getting better. You never know when it turns, and you have to have the belief that if we're doing the right things, the results are going to take care of themselves.
Are you preparing to face the Lakers again without LeBron on the court?
Yeah, you prepare both ways. Whether he plays or he doesn't play, you have to have a plan in place if he plays, and one in place if he doesn't play.
Is he? I guess it doesn't need to be said, but playing the Lakers without LeBron is going to be a lot different than playing them with LeBron.
Yeah, and there's still, when you have guys like a Westbrook and a Davis, Monk has played really well for them. Stanley Johnson's come in and done a good job. Avery Bradley's a really good competitor. So it's still, no matter who they have, they're still a very dangerous team. So, for us, we have to be ready. You're on the road, and you have to play for 48 minutes.
Have you talked to Kemba about? I know the other night you made an allusion, like if you're open shooter. Do you feel he's like?
Look, Kemba's been around a long time. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Just be aggressive. Take your shots. The game tells you what to do. If you're open, shoot. If not, move it. Make a play. Penetrate. Get in the lane. Create easy offense for other people. Get the ball. He's done a good job of, and it goes unnoticed, but he's throwing the ball ahead on the break, and the kick aheads are, we need more of them. So it's, you look at all the things that he is doing. If you're not shooting great, then help us other ways.
Kemba's been an all-star caliber player for a really, really long time. And a lot of times it's an emotional, it's a psychological adjustment to becoming closer to a role player later in a career, right? How do you feel like he's handled that aspect?
Good. He's a consummate pro. He's really, his character is, he's a great guy. So he's a great teammate. And I think, most players go through different stages, and he still has the ability to be great on a given night. It's just that they don't do it, on every night like they did earlier in their career. But he's still, he's capable. I think he has great belief in himself, which you have to do the things that he's done.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really get much from that, to be honest. I mean, I guess basically Thibs said that Randle is, I don't, he didn't necessarily say that he's playing the same as last year, but he tried to say that he's basically doing the same things as last year, but he changed it to the team as a whole is not playing that well. And like I said, they were gonna ask about the trade thing, but he's gonna give the same exact answer. He's gonna say that's not my job. Do whatever I do with the team that I have right now. He was asked about the All-Star. Of course, Berman asked about the All-Star again, but he asked about the All-Star voting. I guess that's how Thibs basically broke it down. But yeah, I didn't really get much from that, to be honest. Except the same guys are starting. Basically, all I got from that. Who reported it? 2022. That's an impossible spot for Randle. I'll tell you what's good in the purely b-ball sense is high efficiency touches for Randle as long as he is here, getting him an elbow touch and paint touch and driving touch. I agree.
Right.
Why can't you change your lineup? Take your own advice. Thibs needs roles bad. Thibs is a one-trick pony. Shout out to Wacko in Brooklyn. He said, represent, hit that like button. Knicks family, yeah, I appreciate you, my guy. You have no playbook. He lost the locker room. Always talking about other teams. Worry about making a playbook. My plan is Derrick Rose. Thibs is waiting for D Rose. Come on with the excuses. This guy's swimming. Yeah, I don't know. Thibs like a politician. He won't say much. Yeah, he doesn't say a lot. Really doesn't.
True.
I was hoping for like a 5-team Tony Snell trade or something. No, that's funny. What did you get from that? I didn't really get too much from Thibs, to be honest.
Nothing much. I mean, all he's saying is that we just gotta just play harder and this and that. But at the same, just play harder, this and that. Sorry for my phone. But at the same time, man, again, I like Thibodeau, and Thibodeau's a good coach. But Thibs, man, you just gotta make some adjustments, man. You gotta know how to rotate your lineups and shuffle your lineups. When you see a player's not producing, sometimes you got to be open-minded and put other players, give them a chance. But in that interview, man, I don't think I got much from him. All he just said is players just got to play hard, share the ball, and this and that. I didn't get much from it.
Okay.
He also brought off the virus too. But here's the thing: every team's been hit with the virus. So you cannot really use that as an excuse.
No. Wait, did he say that?
He said that during.
I know he said last year that they didn't deal with it, but this year
last year they didn't deal with it. This year they have, but every team's dealt with it, so you can't really use that as an excuse.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't disagree. I didn't really get much from Thibs, to be honest, but to be honest, that's why his interviews, they always are like that. I really don't get much from him. He doesn't say like enough for me to really like, get something away from that. Let me see. People are saying in the chat. Say, Tibbs gets his playbook from Flicky Tricky. All right, Berman said, why didn't he make the All Star game? Tibbs lying, y'all. For sure, Kemba is broke ankles. Russ gonna dog him, and Julius gonna get posterized. Playing AD may get Randall's mojo back. We said that last time. I mean, he did do okay last time when they played them. To be honest, I don't know. I really don't know if Randall's gonna get dealt or not, but I do think they're gonna be looking at it. You think they're gonna look at what's available or not?
Um, I mean, time will tell. I have a feeling they're not gonna do. Time will tell. I have a weird feeling they're not gonna trade Randall now. I have a feeling they might wait to the off season. You think they'll trade Randall now? I think they might wait to the off season. You?
I don't know. It really depends. It really does. This situation, I feel like they need to look into trades. That De'Aaron Fox one, I think, is a good one to do, to be honest,
True.
because I feel like he helps out the team in certain ways that, you increase the pace. You get a guy that's a playmaker as well. He's not the best defender, but he's an okay one, and he's a willing one as well. So you could,
True.
especially with
Right.
Tibbs, you could train him to be a good defender. To buy in, he's been in a trash team his whole career so far. So
Pretty much.
it changes the aspect of the way you play as well in a different market and a different team. Um, he's gonna get those passes out to the guys in the fast break. Lobs to Obi, lobs to Mitch. Um, those parts. There's a lot of parts in the game where RJ is running. He beats his defender. He doesn't get it. Fox can make that pass. I just think doing that move is a pretty good move. My opinion, it really depends how much you give, but I think it really is.
Right.
What do you guys think? Yo, G Man, what's good, G Man?
Salute,
How you
G-Man.
doing? Make sure to check out him on the Pod Couple with Cornerstone Kev. Look at the young core rock salute. Let me know if you want on. I'll drop the link for you, G Man. Let me know. I'll put you in here. I see you changed your name a little bit to fix it up. Lamau, I'll take Isaac Bonga. Kids, Fox, RJ, Cam, Obi, Mitch. I'll be fine with that lineup, to be honest. I'll really
True.
be fine with that lineup. I think that would be a fun lineup to watch. Even if you don't win, it is what it is. It is what it is. I really don't know what you do at that point. But before we were talking, you were giving examples of Sabonis trade that you wanted. What are other moves that you were looking for?
Well, let's see. There's another trade you can consider. Another trade that you can consider is KPJ and Christian Wood. You can consider that. I would love DeJounte Murray, but I don't think that's going to happen. I would, and that's really much. That's it, really. There's also some people say we should bring Jalen Brunson and Reggie Bullock. Would you consider doing that? And Mike Muscala too, with a 3-team trade with the Thunder, the Mavs, and the Knicks. Would you want Mike Muscala, Jalen Brunson, and Reggie Bullock? Hadouken?
Oh, I was muted that whole time. My bad. I was saying, can you repeat what you said for the Knicks? Who are the Knicks giving for that?
Let me see. There was a trade proposal. There was a 3-team trade with the Thunder and the Mavs. Hang on. For Jalen Brunson, Reggie Bullock, and Mike Muscala. Let me bring it up, okay?
All right.
Hang on.
Oh, they just released the Rising Stars. Put this up real quick. Show you guys the Rising Stars because I know our team didn't get any players somehow in there. But let me show this real quick. Rising Stars. Let me read this out before you go. The team rosters: Team Barry. I don't know who Barry is. But Kate Cunningham, Dyson Daniels. He's from the G League. Evan Mobley, Isaiah Isaac Okoro, Alfred Sengun, Jay Shante, France Wagner. Team Isaiah, Precious Achua, Desmond Bain, Sadiq Bey. Oh my god, this is a tough team. Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton, Jaden Hardy from the G League, Isaiah Stewart. Team Payton. Oh, this is a good team. Oh, they got Scoot in there. LaMelo Ball, Scotty Barnes, Ayo, Chris Duarte, Scoot Henderson. Scoot Henderson is tough. He's nice. He's a 17-year-old in the G League. He's really good. Jaden McDaniels, Davion Mitchell, Team Worthy, Cole Anthony, Marjan Beauchamp, who's in the G League, going to be in this following draft. Josh Giddey, Jalen Green, Herbert Jones, Tyrese Maxey, and Jalen Suggs. That is for the Rising Stars Challenge. They changed up the format. It's 4 teams now. It's going to be interesting to watch. KP for Randall. Nah, I'm good.
I like KP, but he's hurt too much, man. Porzingis is good when he's
Plus,
healthy.
I'm
but
not doing that because he doesn't want to be in New York either way, so I'm good on him, to be honest.
Well, okay, ignore the Reggie Bullock part. But it was a 3-team trade for New York gets Brunson and Mike Muscala, Dallas gets Kemba Walker and Mitch, and OKC gets Kleba and Dallas' second-round pick. That's a 3-team trade. Ignore the Reggie Bullock part.
To be honest, I don't want to trade Mitch to get Brunson.
And it's also Mike Muscala, don't forget.
Yeah. I don't know. I really don't. To be honest, I'll be fine with getting Brunson. I'm not too high on Brunson. Like, he's good, but I don't know if he's going to solve problems. But at the same time, I really don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Damn, bro. This is funny. This Randall stuff is all hilarious, bro. I don't know if we're going to trade him, but I just hope these dudes, like, this dude learns how to play basketball again and, like, actually shows
He needs to
that
learn
cares.
to – right. Also, Randall needs to learn to be humble, man. He needs to learn to be humble, man.
Who, Randall?
Yes. He needs to learn to be humble and understand that, remember, you signed up for this, okay? You signed a contract back in the summer of 2019, okay? You signed a contract back in the summer of 2019 to come here. You have to learn to understand that when you play well and you play aggressive and you play to your game and play up to your standards, we cheer and we root for you. But when you play under your standards and when you underperform, when you turn the ball over, when you don't, elevate your game, we boo you. Randall needs to understand that,
Mm-hmm. And shout out to Jarrell Williams. What's good, Jarrell? Salute. Says no Mitch. I'm not giving Mitch in that trade. New name looks slick. Thibs is awful. Juju to the Clippers. Funny, a lot of you wanted to trade Robinson earlier. Not me. I always liked Robinson. Always been a fan of him. So that definitely wasn't me. Let me see. To be honest, we'll go over to the last subject. The last subject, we're versing the Lakers tomorrow on ABC. How do you feel like that game will go?
It's going to be a close game.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's going to be close. Saturday primetime. It's our first ABC game, Saturday primetime since 2017. Ironically, against a LeBron James-led team, except LeBron may not play in this game. Fun fact there. It's going to be a close game. I think we'll win this game. For us to win this game, we got to clog the paint, make sure Russell Westbrook doesn't get easy layups. We got to be physical with Anthony Davis. Also, we got to watch out for shooters like Malik Monk and watch out for and this may sound like a crazy name, but hear me out, because usually some no name might have a good game against the Knicks. We got to watch out for Wayne Ellington. I know he may be trash.
Stop.
No, listen. Listen to me. I'm not saying he's great, but it's the Knicks we're talking about here.
Nah,
right?
I know, but he doesn't get burned. That's why I'm saying that.
But who knows? Probably tomorrow, probably will. So who knows? It's the Knicks we're talking about here, man.
Okay.
If not Stanley Johnson or Avery Bradley, we gotta watch out for one of those guys, man. I'm not saying their scores. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying is that occasionally they can hit three. So we gotta watch out for them at the 3-point line, and we just gotta tap the basket, rebound the ball, get Anthony Davis in foul trouble, and if I were Julius Randle, don't forget he was a former Laker. Use your mid-range game, kill him in the paint. If you're RJ Barrett, be aggressive and just go to the basket. If we just do that, we'll win that game. I think it's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be a close game, man.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree. I think it's gonna be a close game. LTM revenge game. Jerome
Pretty
Williams. I
much.
still trade
It's
Mitch for the right
possible.
player. He's an asset. Ain't no feelings. Yeah, I mean Mitch for the right price. I'll trade him. I'm not mad at trading him, but I don't think the one before was fine to trade him. But to continue on, I think the Lakers are gonna be a close game. To be honest, you gotta watch the Russell Westbrook and AD connection because especially yesterday, like most nights, AD and Russell Westbrook have good connection on those pick and rolls, those lobs.
Hmm. Right.
Clutch moment. They got a nice one yesterday. They lost in a heartbreaker. Reggie Jackson with a nice jelly to close the
Nice
game out.
panorama. Woo.
Yeah, it was nice. But you gotta watch that out. Stanley Johnson is a hustler. He gets a lot of boards. He
Right.
fights. He plays defense. If he's
Hmm.
open, he's gonna shoot the three. But he goes in the paint whenever he has to. Um,
True.
AD has been great since he's been back, so you got to watch out for that.
Yep.
That Randle and AD matchup is always interesting to look at, so you got to watch that. The guy that I think might go off, Ethan's guy, Malik Monk. Watch out for Malik Monk.
Probably.
Malik Monk has been great as well. He goes off randomly. Not randomly, he goes off. Sometimes he stays cold, but this could be a game where he goes off, especially if LeBron doesn't play. So you got to watch out for that as well. Watch out for the drives. Keep the paint secured well. Their 3-point shooters aren't the best, so you can't
True.
slack off at certain positions. But some of the guys will hit threes. Force some guys to shoot instead of letting them go in the paint. Like I'm fine with Westbrook shooting threes. I think everyone knows that. Let him shoot threes. I'm fine with AD shooting threes as well. He doesn't shoot that
Mhm.
well. So those are certain things you could do. C-Mac Melo is not gonna play because he's injured. He's day to
Hamstring.
day.
He hurt his hamstring last night.
Yeah, whoever Walker is guarding is going off. We say that every game. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean Westbrook. He's not gonna be. I'm gonna be honest, because I remember we did this last time. RJ is gonna be guarding Westbrook. Just like RJ guarded Ja, he's gonna be guarding Westbrook. That's what he did when we played the Lakers the last time. He did pretty decent. So you're gonna be watching that as well. Westbrook is on Walker. Nah, Westbrook is not gonna be on Walker. He's gonna be on RJ. To be honest. I was replying to someone in the chat saying funny how people were just yeah, no, Mitch isn't untradeable. He's not. Damn it, he's on my fantasy. C-Mac, aren't you? No, you're not playing me in fantasy. But yeah, I expect us to have a pretty close game. This is the only game in a handful that I think we are gonna win in this next stretch. So you really got to take advantage. After this game, we have 6 days to make a trade. I think they're gonna make at least one or two. We gotta definitely look out for that. There's gonna be a lot of news. If anything, I might just randomly drop a video if something happens and put out my reaction to it as well. But that's basically it for today. I appreciate you guys for being here. Shout out to G Money for being on the channel. Shout out to everyone in the chat. We're still riding hard with 56 people, 56 likes. If you haven't already, let's try to hit 60 likes. I know some people haven't. Some people are just jumping in. Make sure to watch the replay if you haven't already been through the stream. Make sure to watch the replay. Drop a comment after we're done. Salute to Severe Inc. Salute to you. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for spending your time here, commenting, giving us new ideas. Smash that like button, subscribe, and turn that notifications bell on and all that good stuff. But I will catch you guys in the next 2 days. I'll see you guys later, man. Peace out.
Peace out. See you later.